Iga Swiatek, in my opinion, is the favorite to take home her third straight championship in Doha. The Qatar Total Energies Open is getting ready to wrap itself up. The semifinal matches start up tomorrow morning here on the East Coast. So, gonna be some fun tennis ahead of us here, but in my opinion, I really think Iga is the favorite here. Just looking first off, before we get into any future matchups for her here, let's just look at her body of work in this tournament so far. She hasn't dropped a single set. I know she hasn't been as dominant as maybe she's been in some previous tournaments, but still, when you haven't dropped a set in a tournament, that's pretty damn good, and she's definitely looked pretty damn good so far, that's for sure. So let's look at this matchup that she had recently with Alexandrova. That's somebody who's given Iga fits. What does Iga do? Get by in straight sets. Had to work a little bit in that second set, but still dominates the first, gets by in the second, advances onto that matchup that we just saw today against Victoria Azarenka. Azarenka, former world number one, somebody who's won the Australian Open twice, somebody who's a hard court specialist, just won her, I believe, her 150th career hard court match. Iga goes out there, has to do a little bit of work in that first set, gets by 6-4, then dominates the second set 6-love. So looking very good going into this semifinal here. One other note before we look at any of these semifinals or possible finals matchup here, I just got to note this too as well. This surface in Doha, it's a little bit of a slower paced hard court surface. That's a surface that really favors Iga because of her return game. That is arguably the best in women's tennis. And for Iga, right, when she's on those types of surfaces, look at what she did last year, WTA Finals, dominate that tournament. And like I said at the beginning, in this tournament here in Doha, she's won it twice. This would be her third straight if she's to win this one. So that's a surface that she's very comfortable on. Now looking at matchups here, first up for her is going to be Pliskova. She's somebody who's a former world number one. She's somebody who's very good on hard court, so Iga's probably going to have to work to get by here, but still, I really like this matchup for Iga. I really like the way Iga's been playing, and then if she's to get by that one, I'm going to assume that she'd be facing Elena Rybakina, and Rybakina has put some great tape out in 2024 here so far. She's been playing excellent tennis so far, but for me, I mean, she's playing a lot of tennis too. She just played in this Abu Dhabi Open right before this tournament. At some point you wonder, just is all this tennis in a short period of time going to catch up to her at some point, or is momentum on her side? Obviously, we're going to get the answer to that coming up here, but still, the way Iga's been playing, I really just think that either one of those matchups is going to favor Iga. Again, might have to work a little bit. Pliskova's not going to be a walkover, I don't think, and definitely the way Rybakina is playing, she could definitely give Iga fits, that's for sure, but still, the thing here, right, here's one big other stat to look out for. If Iga's to get by Pliskova, no matter who she plays in the final here, Iga's record in a final, 17-4. That's incredible. So that's why I'm leaning towards Iga Swiatek to win this tournament and bring home her third straight championship in Doha.